Good morning, guys. Welcome to your market report. Now, today is Tuesday, September 18th, 2018. I'm really glad to have you guys here. First thing we're going to do is we're going to get started and we're going to open up the charts right here. And here's what we got right here says Gary Cohen says that Jamie Dimon would make a phenomenal president. This is what he says. He believes that Jamie Dimon would make a phenomenal president. Well, I'll tell you what kind of president I think that Jamie Dimon would be. If we want a world that looks like this right here, this is what the world would look like. Okay, let me close the charts a little bit. If we want a world that looks like this, then by all means, let's elect Jamie Dimon as president. Anyway, okay, let's get started with the whole thing. And Bitcoin's on the move today, guys. Bitcoin's on the move today. 63.53 right now. And if we take a look, we've been back off to the 15. Well, we'll try the 30-minute. And we'll back off here a little bit. And this little titter on the end right here. This is where Bitcoin's moving. 5-minute. We'll try the 5-minute. Okay, we can see right here. Okay, 3-minute. We might even be able to see it better. Okay, here she is. She's on the move. 63.57 right now. It could very well trend upwards all day long today. So we're going to have to keep our eye on Bitcoin. Now, the cryptocurrency market capitalizations. Whoops. I meant to grab this. There we go. Cryptocurrency market capitalizations, we're looking at 55.3% Bitcoin dominance, $198 billion market cap. But these coins are starting to take off. Ripple's up 10% today already. Some of the coins haven't taken off yet, you know. They're not on liftoff yet. But there probably will be. Litecoin, you know, she's down. Seriously, down. $53.80. Litecoin, I think, is going to take off. I think Monero is probably going to take off, too. Ethereum, yeah, sort of, might take off. Bitcoin Cash is just starting to take off right now. Okay, so now let's take a look at the Dow Jones Industrial Average today. Let me just check and see what time it is. 10:55. So it's been open for about 20 minutes or so, and it's getting up near the peak. The peak was 26,616. Now it's been creeping up toward that peak. Could we actually make a new market top? And the answer is, yes, we very well could. But if the market gets up and it makes a new peak and it gets into new territory where it's never been before, there's not as much. When it fell off last time from that peak of 26,616, there was more support under the market. Heavier volumes, more support. There was more money floating around out there than there is now. Now, if it goes up and it makes that peak, over 26,616, there's less support under the market to hold the market up right now than there was then, back at the start of the year. Things were better, things were brighter, there's more money out there than there is now. And so this market, you know, if she wants to go up and make a new peak, let her, because it'd just be further for her to fall when she comes down. Now, here is the crude oil. It's touched $70. It's $70.01. Like I say, they've been keeping it exactly between 65 and 70 bucks. So I'm expecting it a little drop off in the next few days of the price of sweet light crude. But that's in the short term. If we look in the longer term for oil, oil's only going to get more and more expensive. It's going to get higher and higher priced as time goes by, as the next few years go by. Silver price today. Let me close the chart down. Look, doggone that thing again. It's hard to grab it. There we go. Okay. I'll close the chart down here a little bit. $14.18. $14.18. Ever since they've smacked it down into the $14, it's been staying. Uh, it's given a good buying opportunity here. It's right on mining production costs. A lot of mines, some mines are under that cost, the all-in production cost. Some mines, and some mines are over that. Some mines are losing money at these prices. It depends on what mine you're looking at that mines silver. There's very limited supply, of physical silver, and these low prices are going to start to translate into the miners, and we're going to see a slump. But what always happens with this is, if you get really low prices right now, you won't see the slump in mining production for 6 months to a year out. That's the way it works, you see. There's always a lag there with that, a very big lag. Let's take a look at bonds and rates today. What we're seeing here with the bonds is we're seeing rising yields. Now, what was it? Around the end of this month, there's two big things happening, I think, later this month. I think number one is I think the Fed is going to raise interest rates 25 basis points. And also, we have Bitcoin's going to get an ETF, I'm pretty sure, in just a few days. An exchange trade fund. I think they're going to get it. I think it's going to pass the Security and Exchange Commission. But we're going to have to wait and see on that. But going back to bonds here again, let's talk about bonds. They're going to raise the lower end 25 basis points. And a lot of people are saying, hey, we're going to have a flat yield curve. No, I don't think we're going to, because I think the upper end of the yield curve is going to keep pace. So we're already at 2.17 on the U.S. 3-month, and we're only at 3.16 on the U.S. 30-year. That's a flattening yield curve, but I think that flattening yield curve is not going to last long. I think that once they raise it 0.25%, I think you're going to see the long end of this yield curve explode and higher bond yields. I think that we're going to see the U.S. 10-year rapidly go to 3.25%. That's what I think is going to happen a little bit later this fall. And I think we're going to see a market crash of the stock market, the Dow Jones. And what I think is going to happen is I think in the first part of the stock market crash, and I've said this for a long time, that during the first part of the stock market crash, Bitcoin and the cryptocurrencies are going to do rather well. When the stock market is still up around 25, 24, 23,000, and it's falling, people are going to move into the cryptocurrencies at first. That's the first knee-jerk reaction. And the price of the cryptocurrencies will probably do rather well. But then later, what's going to happen is when the real fear sets in, and that's when the stock market drops below 20,000. See, with a stock market crash like this, you're not just going to have it go down to 20,000 or 15,000 like in one day. It doesn't work that way. It goes down in a series of steps over a period of time. Like it might take quite a little while, like months even. And during that crash is a certain point where it's going to drop below 20,000. When it drops below 20,000, that affects people mentally. It's like, oh my God, the stock market's fell below 20,000. It's a crash. It suddenly occurs to them, it's a crash. And what happens is it's all psychological. That's a psychological barrier, that 20,000 on the Dow, dropping below 20,000. That's when people are going to panic. It's at that point they're going to panic. And they're going to move into 3 asset classes when they panic. They're going to dump the cryptocurrencies at that point when they panic. And they're going to be moving into 3 asset classes. The dollar, gold, silver. And I've said this for quite a long time. And nothing else. They're going to drop everything else. They're going to drop real estate. They're going to drop everything else. It's going to be a margin call on everything. We're going to go into a depression. And the Fed is going to have no other choice but to react to this depression. When they react, they're going to change the direction. They're going to change the course of everything in the opposite direction from that deflationary depression that they created. They're going to bring it out, and they're going to create an economic recovery at that point. And that's when the cryptocurrencies are going to go wild, and the dollar's going to die. And so we're in for a real, what's called a roller coaster ride. First down and then up. That's what's going to happen, and it's coming fast. It's all going to be done probably within the next year or two. It'll all be over, and you'll see, and it's going to be a wicked ride. It's going to be like nothing you've ever experienced before, but the ultimate conclusion is that the dollar is going to go into a hyperinflation that it's not going to recover from. It's going to be the destruction of the dollar, and the cryptocurrencies are going to feed off of that. And it's going to make a transition over into the cryptocurrencies as the currencies of the world. They can be used anywhere on Earth. Now, they don't see borders, in other words, the cryptocurrencies. Now, let's take a look at the US dollar index today. 94.40. It's down just a little bit. Okay, this has been your market report for today. Thank you guys for listening. Like and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next market report coming right up soon. Bye-bye, guys.